Okay, so hello everyone. I will be adding a quick topic. Okay, so it is the derivative interpreted as a slope. So the derivative of a function is identical with the slope of the graph of the function. What's the catch lang dito? Okay, so in connection with the three-step rule, after natin makuha yung ating pinaka-derivative ng ating given question, is that we need to substitute the derivative into the given point. Okay, so merong ibibigay na mga points where we will be substituting yung mga yon doon sa ating nakuhang derivatives. Okay, so what is the rate of change? So the ratio delta y over delta x is called the average rate of change over the interval delta x. Okay, so as delta x approaches 0, delta x, okay, so the average rate of change approaches the instantaneous rate of change. Dy over dx is equals to limit of delta y over delta x as delta x approaches to 0. So we're going to discuss an example for us to easily understand kung ano naman din yung rate of change. But first, let's have the example for the derivative interpreted as slope. So here, if the derivative is positive, or yung y prime, so yung y prime dyan, okay, ibig sabihin, it's the first derivative na natin. Okay, function is increasing. If the derivative is negative or y prime is less than to 0, it is equals function is decreasing. Okay, so let's have our example here. So for our sample problem, find the slope of the curve y is equals to x squared at the point negative 1, 1. Okay, so we have here our y is equals to x squared, and then we have given point na negative 1, 1. Let's just discuss first yung given point. Sa ating given point, do not forget always na ang ating arrangement for that one is this x and y. So yung first given, okay, it is for the x variable, and then the y is for second value is for the y variable. Anong gagawin natin dyan? Let's do first the derivative mismo. Okay. So what are the steps again? So for the three-step rule, sa first step natin, we're going to write down the f times the quantity of x plus delta x minus f of x. So we need to do this format muna, di ba? Okay, so ang gagawin muna natin, we will be having lahat nung may x natin, dadagdagan lang natin ng delta x. So, magiging x plus delta x squared minus, what is the f of x given natin? It's the x squared, yung given, okay? And then, distribute lang natin this one. So, x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus x squared. And then, ang gawin lang natin is to cancel out yung mga like terms na may different sign. So, naiwan is 2x delta x plus delta x squared. Okay. Now, what are we going to do next? Okay. Anyways, pwede pa natin siyang i-factor out. I-simplify. Okay. So, since both terms may delta x, pwede natin ilabas delta x. Meron tayong may iwang 2x plus delta x pa. Okay. Bakit? So, since our both terms, parang kumbaga, 2x delta x plus x squared over delta x. So, unahin natin this one. Pag dinivide mo, cancel out. Ang may iwan is 2x. While for this term, may makakancel yung nasa baba, and then may maiiwang isa sa taas. So, plus delta x. And then yung delta x, since yun lang po yung ginamit natin as LCM ng dalawang terms, okay, kailangan pa rin po natin siyang i-include outside the equation. Okay? So, next step is that we need to divide delta x, 'di ba? Kung natatandaan ninyo, yung ating step 2. So, fx plus delta x minus f of x over delta x. So, ano ba yung ito natin? Yung nakuha natin sa first step. Hindi po ba ito na yon? So, copy na lang natin. 2x plus delta x over yung delta x natin. And then, cancel yung ating numerator and denominator. Ang may iwan po is 2x plus delta x. Okay. So, now, kapag nakuha na natin yung ating second step, we're going now to proceed sa ating third step, which is yung limit delta x limit as x, yung limit natin as delta x approaches to 0. Nabubulol na sa sobrang haba. Okay, so ngayon, ano yung nakuha natin sa second step? Hindi po ba 2x plus delta x na po tayo? At ang sabi is that yung delta x po natin will be equals to 0. So, yung delta x po natin dyan will be equal to 0. Therefore, ang ating dy over dx or yung natin, tama, yung na-derive natin is that 2x na po. Is this the final answer? Kung ang tinanong lang po is the derivative, this will be the final answer. Pero po kung given, we are given na po ng slope, dito na po natin magagamit ito. Okay, so sabi ko nga, you must know the arrangement for that one. So ano mong gagawin natin? Okay. So, balikan natin yung question. Ang question kasi is find the slope of the curve. So, pinapahanap yung slope. Given by the point mismo, si negative 1, 1. So, isa-substitute lang po natin mismo si negative 1. Okay? Kay 2x. Bakit po si negative 1? Kung makikita po ninyo, ang ating sagot is 2 times x. Okay? Which is, yung variable po na x natin, ay mahahanap natin yung value niya given doon sa slope, which is yung pinakaunang value. So, ang mangyayari po, we will just substitute dy over dx is equals to 2 times negative 1. Therefore, our answer will be dy over dx equals to negative 2. So, ganun lang po. We're going to, substitute mismo yung slope or yung given point doon sa ating na-derive na value. Okay, so, ayun lang po. Okay, so let's have our next example for this one. Find the rate of change of the volume V of the cylinder with respect to the radius R if H is 10 cm. Ano ba yung tatawag nating rate of change dyan? Kapag tinawag kasi nating rate of change, yun yung kung gaano kabilis magbago ang isang variable in terms of variable ng kinocompute natin. So, rate of change is equals lang din po yan doon sa kinocompute natin na dy over dx. Okay. So, ano po ba ang volume ng cylinder? Yes po, kailangan po nating kabisaduhin yung mga different volumes. Okay, so in terms of radius, okay, our formula for cylinder is pi r squared height. Okay, now, sabi niya dito, meron daw tayong h is 10 cm. So, we can substitute already yung mismong height. Ma'am, bakit po natin kailangan ng i-substitute si height? Kasi po, it's not, wala siyang bearing doon sa pinapahanap sa ating rate of change. Kasi sabi naman po niya, rate of change with respect to the radius r. Ibig sabihin lang po dyan, yung radius r po natin, yung pinaka-variable na kailangan nating i-compute. So, magiging pi r squared, yung height is 10 cm. So, ang magiging volume na is 10 pi r squared. Ito pa lang po is just an equation from doon sa volume. Okay? Sinubstitute lang sa 10 cm yung height. Okay? Now, we're going to equate the dy over dx in terms doon sa ating dv or yung volume over dr. Papalitan lang natin siya, okay? Kasi iba na yung ginagamit nating mga variable. So, this is the change in volume over change in radius. Okay, so step 1, para lang din po tayong magpo-proceed doon sa ating 3-step rule. Okay, so sa 3-step rule, hindi po ba is f times the quantity of x plus delta x minus f of x. Yun nga lang, yung x natin na variable dito is mapapalitan na po ng r. Bakit po r, ma'am? Okay, so dahil nga po sa ating question ay naka with respect to r tayo, yung pinapahanap sa atin. So we're going to change this one, r plus delta r minus f of r. Okay, so dito na lang tayo. Equals, ano po ang magiging formula natin? Okay, so si 10 pi, tandaan po natin, it's already a constant. Okay, si r squared lang po, yung kumbaga pinaka-equation na lang natin, or yes, equation natin. So, r plus delta r squared plus 10 pi r squared. Ay, plus, sorry, minus pala. Okay, so this one, ito is yung ating f times r plus delta r, and then this one, the negative 10 pi r squared, yung original equation natin. Okay, so let's just have distribution. Okay, so si 10 pi, ilagay muna natin dyan outside. So focus muna tayo kay r plus delta r. R squared plus 2r delta r plus delta r squared minus 10 pi r squared. Now, if we're going to distribute the 10 pi r sa lahat ng terms natin, ang ating kakalabasan will be 10 pi r squared plus, so, magiging 10 times 2, 20 pi r delta r. Next, 10 pi plus delta r squared. Sorry, 10 pi times delta r squared. So, magiging 10 pi delta r squared. So, wag nyo kakalimutan yung open and close parenthesis kay delta r since nagble-blend in na siya sa 10 pi. Ang naka-squared lang po kasi dyan is yung delta r natin mismo. Okay, and then 10 pi r squared. Okay, so ano po ba ang mga may like terms dito? We have the 10 pi r squared. Cancel na po natin yan. So, may iwan na lang po sa atin is the 20 pi r delta r plus 10 pi delta r squared. So, meron po ba tayong pwedeng i-factor out? Yes, we can factor out ang Okay, so based on our observation, we can factor out LCM ng ating mga coefficient. We have 20 tsaka 10, so pinaka LCM niya will be 10. Okay, both terms may pi, so we can factor it out also. And delta r, pwede rin natin siya i-factor out since both terms may delta r. So, ano po yung may iwan sa loob? We will be having 2r. Ma'am, bakit hindi po na-factor out yung r? Kasi po, wala namang pong r dito sa ating second term, okay? And then, ano ang may iwan dito sa ating second term? Meron lang tayong isang delta r na may iwan. Okay, so para po sa kalinawan ng lahat, let's just have here, okay, pakita lang natin, 20 pi r delta r plus 10 pi delta r squared over, napag-desisyonan natin, ng LCM natin will be the 10 pi delta r. So, first term, eto muna ang unahin nyo. Pag dinivide po silang dalawa, may iwan. 20 over 10 will be 10. Pi, wala na pong may iwan. Okay, meron pang r. Meron po ba tayong r sa denominator? Wala. And then delta r over delta r will be cancel. Next po, this one, 10 pi, cancel na po sila. Both numerator and denominator. While delta r squared over delta r will be, makakancel ang denominator, and then may maaalis na isa sa numerator. So, plus delta r. Okay. So, eto na po yung naiwan natin based on our step number 1. Sa ating step number 2, we need to divide both side ng delta R. Hindi po ba? Same lang po yun sa ating ginagawa kanina. Yun nga lang po, naka-variable R lang po tayo ngayon. So, eto na po, 10 pi delta R, 2R plus delta R, both sides delta R. Okay, so, meron na po ba tayo makakancel out? Yes, makakancel out po yung delta R natin outside. Hindi nyo po pwedeng i-divide etong factor natin kay delta R sa loob. Okay? Kasi if you want to divide that one po, kailangan nyo muna ulit i-distribute or babalik tayo sa equation po na ito muna. Okay? So, kumbaga, si delta R kasi, siya na yung pinaka-representation ng delta R for both terms. Okay. Next, rewrite lang natin. 10 pi times the quantity of 2R plus delta R. Okay. What is our third step pala, sorry. Yun na yung limits natin ng, copy natin to dahil masyado na siyang mahaba, as delta x or delta R approaches to 0. So, 10 pi times 2R plus delta R, sabi niya po, yung delta R will be equals to 0. So, cancel lang po ito, magiging 0. 10 pi times 2R. And then, simplify lang natin, multiply lang po natin, magiging 20 pi R. So, ito na po yung magiging dV over dr, dV over dr natin, which is 20 pi R. Yung rate of change lang po na term is mostly ginagamit po talaga when it comes to application. But still, kailangan lang natin identify yung mga formula needed, especially if volume. It can be also applicable area. So, paki-memorize na lang din po yung mga possible area and volume ng mga different shapes. Okay? So, ayun lang po for our